I've been seeing Vsalon nails all over my feed, like their ads. They finally got me. They have really cute nails for really great pricing. I'll link them. This is not sponsored. They don't know who I am. I have a lot of cute options and it's pretty affordable. They range from neutral to bold designs. Their nails have a noticeable curve, which I've explained in a previous press-on nail video remover that I did. Quick recap is if you look at your nails this way, you can, without nails on, you can kind of see whether your nail bed is more curved or flatter. Mine's is curved. So far, these nails from Vsalon are a nice curve, so that works really well for me. The one thing I really wanted to try from them first was their quick remover for press-on nails. They claim that it removes UV glue. I'll show that in the demo later how well this worked for me. It worked pretty well. What I was using before was this kind of hard UV gel. You can just take some off. This kind is literally like a gel and you have time to mold it on your nail before you cure it, which is something I really liked because you have time to make sure your nails are facing the right direction. When you see my first application with Vsalon's UV gel, it is a very thin liquidy consistency and it was a little bit hard to work with. However, I did try it one more time because I didn't want to write it off and I like it. I've learned how to work with that consistency. So this set I've had on for probably 2 weeks now. These 3 fingers have popped off. That usually happens after a week and a half for me. I guess I just use those fingers a lot throughout life. I am right-handed. I just pop them back on. I am ready for a new set. Just so you can see, this is a set that I'm wearing from them for 2 weeks now. I'm just going to dive right into the removal and the application of their nails. Before I do that, let me show you 3 more that I have that I haven't tried on yet. These are really pretty nude with some iridescence. I love neutrals like this. And this one has like cat eye has hearts there, if you can see it. That's actually the one I'm wearing. I got 2 of these. This design really drew me in. I really liked it. I don't know why, but I got this for the holiday season. I'm not going to use this until then. Let's jump into my demo of me using the UV gel, UV glue remover. Press-on nail remover. They claim that this will take off UV adhesive. I need to take these off. These have been on here for a while now. The glue that I used is not like a liquidy one that Vsalon has. I'll link a reel on what type of UV glue I used. It's like the thicker gel one and I'm really curious to know if this would work because removing this is kind of a pain. It says here to apply 1 to 2 drops on each nail underneath and wait 5 to 7 minutes and then it should easily lift off. I just like to open the gap a little more. They're already healing. Drop. Okay, this dropper is very flimsy. It's like a light oily texture. Now I'm going to wait 5 minutes. It's been exactly 5 minutes. Let's see if they're popping off. They're still not really popping off effortlessly. This one's loosening up though. I have this paper towel here because it's kind of oily. So it just feels like a cuticle oil, although the ingredients say it's fatty alcohol. I'm not really sure what the stuff is, but it's supposed to be gentle. And then it feels really gentle because it has like a watery, oily substance. It doesn't feel like alcohol. I'm gonna do 1 more drop on each nail and then come back again in 5 minutes. And this was UV gel, so it is working. I'm just going to probably have to do 2 rounds. I'll be back in another 5 minutes. Okay, it's actually been a full 7 minutes. Since the packaging to wait 5 to 7 minutes, I decided to do a whole 7. Let's see if it easily pops off now. It's still pretty on there. A lot is wiggling off more. This one is kind of coming off without too much force, but the end is still quite on. I'm going to do 1 more round. I'm going to do another drop in each one. Been another 7 minutes. It's been 3 rounds of using the drops, so roughly 15-ish minutes. So the tips that are grown out, I always have a hard time. I mean, that part always stays strongly glued on compared to the rest. Now, just with some gentle pressure, I'm going to take this off. You can definitely do another round, but I'm getting very impatient. This is just a UV glue. There we go. I like the product. I know it took me 3 rounds. It's still better than when I was just trying to pry it off. So you see the UV glue. Sorry, it's just kind of dirty because I've had this set on for a bit too long. Okay, just gently pulling the UV off the tip. So even though it took about 3 rounds, this definitely works and I'm happy with it because my nails are not hurting because usually I'm just prying it off with force. All right, I'm gonna do the other hand and, just put on a show. I was reading my Kindle while you're waiting for the remover to work its magic. Got them all off. The second hand only took me about 2 rounds. Actually, just 1 round for these fingers. It was the thumb that was taking longer. All in all, I do like this remover because this removed the thick UV gel adhesive that I was using, not just the regular press-on glue. Gonna wash my hands, trim these nails, and then let's put on one of the Vsalon sets. I decided to go with this nude one. They feel really nice and thick. I love that there's this sticky pad here too. So let me fit my nails and then I will stick them on here and they won't just be everywhere because normally I just lay them out on the table. Today I will be using the UV Cure glue. So this one is too big for me. Here's a little tip. Instead of using the cuticle stick, I will use one of the nails to push my cuticles back. It has the perfect shape to do that. Another pro tip, to avoid getting any oils on your nail, if I have an itch, I will literally use one of these random ones that don't fit me to scratch my face or wherever. It says for next time application, match and stick your nails on this pad. I was going to stick them back on here, but I will do that here. Also comes with sticky tabs if you prefer that. So this is what fits my thumb. I just wanted to note these have quite a curved nail bed. So if you have a flatter edge on your nails, you should be able to tell if you look at your nails. Mine's are pretty curved, so I love that. Excuse my dry hands right now. I don't like to put any lotions and things on while I'm doing this because I don't want any oils anywhere near my nail bed. I went ahead and matched my nails. I also wrote down the numbers. This match pad along with that sticky edge for you to stick them on. This is such a nice touch and I hate this word, but it is kind of a game changer because otherwise I just have everything laid out and I'd have to like swipe it off to pick it up. This is so neat. I can even prepare this ahead of time so my future self doesn't have to do it if I want with the other sets. I'm gonna grab the little file that it came with and I'm going to buff all my nails to give it a grippy surface. Just gently buff the entire nail. This really helps your nails last. You can use the little prep pad that it came with, an alcohol pad, or what I like to do is I cut up these lint-free nail cotton pads, prep each nail individually, and again I do this extra step to ensure that my nails can last as long as possible. By doing this, you don't cross-transfer any nails or just anything by using an individual one for each nail. Here I just have some alcohol. Just spray it and then wipe each nail down. I just wipe off any of that residue from buffing, any oil. Now I'm ready to start applying. I'm gonna do this hand first. Here's the little UV light. You just plug it into the USB-C. It doesn't say how long to cure it for on any of the instructions, but I'll time it and I'll let you know. Here's the glue. They also sell a brush-on version, but I actually don't mind these squeezy tubes. It already comes with the nails anyway. I like to cover most of the surface area, but I leave the edges a little open. That way when you press it down, it will spread to the rest of the nail. So I'll either put it down this way first, closest to the edge, and then press down. It's really thin, so it's like not sticking on its own. So I don't know if I need to hold it down. I was hoping it had more of a gel consistency, but I feel like I need to press it down while I cure. Let me just turn on the light and press it down. I think that was about 40 seconds. I don't know if I started a timer at the right time, but because I was using 2 hands, but it is on there. They feel really strong right now. I also have a tip for you. If you feel like your nails never look straight, I learned this from my friend who is a nail tech. So you go by your knuckles and whichever direction that's pointing, you want to match it with that. Your nails will look straighter. So the direction of your knuckles, that's how you want to place it. Sorry, this is not staying, so I can't really show you that well, but you get the idea. That way when you put your hands up later, they look straight. I wish it was a little bit of a thicker consistency, but that's okay. And I'm pushing it a little to the left slightly because of my nail bed. I mean my knuckle. I just go by the timer that is set already in the UV light. It cures really quickly, so I didn't even put this one as low as I wanted it to because I was holding it and it was a little hard to see. Since I'm filming, I just hold it for a bit because it was sliding. Without it, it doesn't have a lot of grip before curing, but it cures so fast. Like I only had it for a few seconds and then when I let go, it was already like pretty on there. So it's really hard to match the knuckle trick I was telling you because this glue is so thin. I have to hold it down. So this is my only advice. You have to hold it down, turn on the light and let it cure a little bit, a few seconds. Hold it down so you don't get any bubbles until you can let go. But after that, it cures really, really fast. Like this process is going really fast. I really appreciate that. And the more I use this system, I'll probably get used to it. And even with pressing it down, just curing it till the light goes off is enough. And I feel like it's a little less than a minute. Really nice. Make sure you're putting enough glue to prevent any air bubbles. You can see it better here. And then press down from the bottom towards the top. Hold it for a few seconds, slowly let go, and let it finish curing. They look really nice. Hey, it's been about 2.5 weeks these two have popped off. They lasted pretty long for me. 2.5 weeks is pretty standard for me until one pops off. Let's see how long it takes me to remove these nails with the Vsalon Quick Remover. This one's already lifting, so it should make it easier. There's lifting. The thumbs usually don't have too much lifting. Oh, this one's almost coming off. I'm gonna put a few drops or a drop in each nail and then wait 5 minutes. This is not the angle I would do it in, but it's easier to show that this way. I'm still waiting for the full minute, but this is something I like to do to make sure I just pull the nail back and forth and you can kind of see the remover moving around a bit underneath the gap. It's been 5 minutes. Let me see if any of these are popping off easily. See, just gonna wiggle a nail underneath here. I'm not using a lot of force. If it feels like it's super stuck, definitely do another round. Add some drops and wait. There was like no force. So that popped off pretty easily. Let's see this one. This one is still kind of stuck on there. Oh, the thumb is actually coming off quite easily. Yeah. I'm not using a lot of force here. Oh, that just came right off. That just popped right off. Wow, that was very satisfying. Same with that one. This one as well. That came right off. And same with the thumb. This only took one round removing their own glue, which is pretty nice. I really like that. I don't have to do a few rounds. Here are the nails complete. I actually did a much better job on my right hand than I thought I would because the first time was kind of tricky. I got used to using this glue now, the lighter consistency. I almost wrote off this UV glue completely until I tried it again. I think my first one was a little bit dried out. That came with that other set. It was really easy to put on. I'm really liking these results. What do you think of these nails? I think they're pretty cute. It's like subtle, but there's like something there. I hope these tips were helpful. So the first time I tried their remover to remove the hard UV glue that I was using before from a different brand. I have a reel on that if you want to see what I mean by the application and how that one was. I'll link that below. First round, it took about 5 rounds of 5 to 7 minutes of waiting while reapplying the remover, which wasn't too bad. I know it sounds long, but I usually just put on a show while I do that. The first set that I tried on from Vsalon had to be taken off. I used the remover and it came off pretty effortlessly. My final thoughts are I really like the UV light that it comes with because the previous one I was using, it was handheld and I had to hold it for each nail. And this one, you just plug it into USB-C and I could just hold my nail there individually. It's really nice and I love this color. I do like the remover. High praises on that, as well as their UV glue. Their nails are really nice too. I guess this entire company so far, I'm going to give it a pretty high rating. I actually really enjoyed all of their products. If you were hesitant about this brand, I would say just give it a try. They always have sales. I even got my sets on when they were running some sort of sale. There is a little bit of a learning curve if you're planning on using UV glue, but it also comes with normal glue as well as tabs if you prefer that. Oh, another thing to note, of course, if you have like a flatter nail bed, you may not like these nails. Other than that, they have such cute designs, including a bunch of neutrals. I really am enjoying the stuff that I got from Vsalon. That's all. I just wanted to pop in here to give you that quick review because I was looking for reviews for this brand when I started seeing their ads everywhere and couldn't find one. So there you have it. I hope this helps. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to click like and subscribe so you can see more of my content. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.